Hi Virgo, this is your channel messages for the 30th of September to the 7th of October. Virgo the Hermit, your channel message. Okay, so Virgo, I'm getting something about a baby. Not sure if you're having a baby. Getting your welcome in a newborn, Virgo the Virgin. No, this is a scenario that I always found a little bit weird, Virgo, and I don't know if this is the message I'm supposed to be giving you because you're welcoming your new bundle of joy, Virgo. Me getting something about okay, so I don't have kids, but if I did, this is what the fuck I'm thinking, Virgo. You know, like when a woman get pregnant, why she make a baby room? You make a whole fucking room for the baby alone in the room. Now I understand that even after sex, you and your man have to participate in coitus. You know how Christian Rock talk about that pregnancy, right? Great. So I know that your man need time, but me getting something. Okay, so me getting Virgo, you cannot do that. If you, I mean, who am I to tell you to do that when fucking triangle, what them name? When Jesus Christ, what a hardware name. What is the name of that triangle hardware? I can't remember. Aidan Ross. What Aidan Ross triangle place name? What triangle? Canadian Tire. Canadian Tire. When Canadian Tire is advertising them interracial relationships, they make sure to put in that you can get everything for the baby room in there, okay? Alright, great. Me getting some more Virgo, you cannot build a baby room for a baby. It's a baby. How you gonna build a whole blood clot room for a newborn child and you leave the child in the fucking room with speakers, the same fucking white noise speakers, well, when you go into ghost house, you say, is there anyone here? That's what the fuck you hear with the same blood clot microphone speakers. You leave that in the baby room, plus you leave a camera, and we talk about the Canadian hackers, right? And you leave the baby in the room for dream by itself. Me getting Virgo, this is my opinion. Kids don't get them own room. Actually, Virgo, I'm getting something about your dreams. I'm getting, if you don't know this, I'm going to tell you this, and I don't think it's something I should tell you, Virgo, but the ghost tell me to tell you this. You see, happier families, them sleeping in the same room together. To me, your child is supposed to be 10 years old with him own blood clot room. You're mad? You're 10. What you do with your own room? You lock up the child in a one room by himself. No wonder why some of these childs them can't have girlfriends. No wonder why them ghost some of them girlfriends and them okay staying alone. Because when the child is 0, going up to 10, the child have its own room. The child supposed to be sleeping in the same room or bed as you and your blood clot man. You, your child and your man. All you know that family is supposed to dream together in the same room, preferably on the same bed. You know, for have new, yes, you can roll over upon newborn. If you have them in a crib, that's fine. You know that when you have a family, this is families who are happier, husbands that don't cheat, wife that don't complain, the whole of them sleeping in the same blood clot room, them don't split the family. How you gonna tell me, say me and you moving as husband and wife, and my stepson is down the blood clot hall, and my daughter is up the hall right there, that upstairs, the fucking daughter and son room is blood clot upstairs. Why the daughter and son so far from my room? And them under 10, no. Kids get them room when they start showing symptoms of privacy. When you start to say your daughter the things in your room because she don't have her own space, then you say, you know what, son, daughter, I think it's time we turn the second room that was a storage into your own room. And them can build them room based on them personality at the time. Where you make a big blood clot baby room for? Rent. You know how much is rent? Ask these Canadian students when them come internationally how much them paying for your blood clot room. About $800 for your room. Why are you building a $800 room for your baby? For sleeping and the baby in your hand anyway. Throughout the day, you cook, you clean. Them in a little thing will go so. And asleep. Where you build blood clot room for baby. That's why these kids come out this way. That's why them depressed. Because them always alone. And then when you're angry with the child, what is the punishment? Go to your room. No, you should have said go in my room. That's what you should have said. You fucker, me and you are going to live together now. You're going to send the child to them room as them punishment. On top of, the kid is 3, 4, 5, 6. You him have room? My 8-year-old son, the father and me, I been on the same bed, asleep. The father clothes there, so my clothes there, so the 8-year-old clothes in the same blood clot closet. Room. Anyways, this might be my non-maternal sense talking, but the ghost tell me to tell you that underneath a dreaming in the same room. No wonder why my fucking brother and my fucking family haunting me. Because in separate room. Yeah, all of your family have a dream in the same room. That's why families who take family naps do great. So me getting Virgo, you can't have ask baby and put baby, make baby room. Make Canadian Tire make you spend your blood clot money. You're gonna fucking build baby shelf, books, everything for the baby that can't even sit in a color until 3 months. You build this room and left the fucking baby in the room for sleep alone while you and your blood clot man is warming up to each other's body heat. Your baby's supposed to right beside you. Actually, your kid's supposed to right. I'm just saying, if that kid is 10 and he does not know about privacy, he will not get his room. You and your husband fucking out. You have kitchen for fucking out. You can't fucking at the laundry room. You have bathroom. You and your husband can't fuck anywhere else. Your son cannot have, your daughter can't have her own room until she's showing symptoms of privacy. Then you say, you know what? Maybe she go through puberty, she menstruate, she have to get her own room. Cause now she have to learn to clean up after her. She have to learn to clean up after herself when she start menstruating. She have to get her own room. You're not gonna clean up after her no more. Same with men. When the boy them go through puberty, if you notice you come in your own room and your fucking towel is as stiff as cement, you know your son needs to get his own room too. So me getting something like that, Virgo. The ghost tell me to tell you only cannot dream in separate rooms. Or there's something about you and somebody have to dream at the same time for something to happen, maybe for something to merge. Cause me getting somebody have a dream, but them can't complete the dream, them a wake up. You have a dream, they can't complete the dream, you wake up. Me getting something about 2 people who supposed to when have a dream at the same time. I'm not sure, this sounds like Inception. Virgo, let's go ahead and go into your reading. So yeah. You should invest in a one crib or remote control. Invest in a one remote control crib what can run by itself. You're gonna go build blood clot baby room for baby. 5-year-old in a them own room, sleeping, blankets. 8-year, ask some of these kids if them could sleep in their mother's bed, they would. Ask some of the, even teenagers. Sometimes you can't get the fucking teenagers them out of your ass bed. You tell them, come out of my room. Yeah, but it's nicer in here. Yeah, cause me clean in here and you clean your own room. Sometimes you can't get it. When you have teenage daughter, teenage son, them up in your bed, them up in your room. Yeah, you never know that. You separate them so far. And you wonder why your kid not talking to you. You wonder why I have depression at school. You lock him up in his own room. You left him a room. You know how people want rooms for right now. Anyways, this is just me talking. But what do I know, Virgo? I'm just a Taurus. Let's go. First card out is a 5 of Pentacles. So I'm getting something about abandonment. Maybe that's where your abandonment issues come from. Your mother probably was your mother was a single, hardworking mother and she had to leave you alone at home. She couldn't afford the daycare. She didn't have no auntie, uncle, sister, or brother for help take care of you, but you had to be alone by yourself. So I'm getting 5 of Pentacles, I'm getting abandonment. It's like you're saying I'm going to break up with somebody because they're going to break up with me first. Or you're saying to yourself, it don't make sense, me get close to somebody because you know it's going to end badly. But the 5 of Pentacles can be, I'm getting a loss. It could be that you're lost as in you have no spiritual guidance. I'm getting you feel lost. We have a death, yeah. Did somebody die? Are you feeling suicidal, Virgo? The 5 of Pentacles with the death is like, what else I have to live for? I lose everything. I lose my money. You might lose family. Me getting right now, you're down, you're out, and you look, and I feel like me getting your post. You might not thinking about hurting yourself, but the symptoms of suicide is starting to think about what would happen if you're not here. Some people think suicide starts when you just bam and do it. It starts, you know, even start and say, you know how I'm gonna kill myself, I'm gonna cut my risk. You know I'm gonna kill myself, I'm gonna shoot myself. That's not even how it starts by saying, you know what? When I have this, when I have that, and if me was not here, the timeline in this dimension would not change. The TTC still gonna show up, everything gonna show up, and everybody gonna live them life, and I don't think I would have an impact. That's where it starts. It don't even start by saying you want to hurt yourself. It starts by saying you don't want to be here. You don't have a reason to. You don't have nobody to be here for. But everybody gets suicidal for different reasons. You might have nobody in your life while you're suicidal. Her boyfriend is cheating on her. That's why she is. Another person probably can't have kids. Another person probably went too deep in a business deal while they feel this way. So even though suicide is a common denominator, it's not everybody don't push for that the same way. Some people find out them kids is not theirs after 10 years of a loyal marriage. And them just couldn't deal with it. So I'm getting something where you feel like you're down, you're out on your luck. I feel like Virgo wants spirit to follow you. I don't know if a Virgo is following you. I'm getting there's a spirit that's following you. I'm getting like death. And if death follow you, I'm getting no boyfriend, no kids, no friends. Because you want dead body. No, the spirit might want... I'm getting something is on... Maybe it's your grandmother. It could be a grandmother. I'm getting the spirit of poverty is on you, Virgo. It's not you, but the spirit of it is on you. The spirit of poverty. I'm getting you could drive a Lamborghini and you have a cup out, you have your hand outside your Lamborghini with an empty coffee cup and somebody drop $1 in it and say, you know what, go ahead, yeah, you know, I feel like you need it. But I'm getting the spirit of loneliness, of hopelessness, of not having anything. But I'm getting a Scorpio put it on you. Or I'm getting something about having a baby is now making a Scorpio homeless. Me hear Doja Cat. Is Doja Cat a Scorpio? We're getting something about Doja Cat. We have a 2 of Wands, which is travel. And we also have the 4 of Wands. Virgo, we're getting somebody that run out of time. You need to go back somewhere. You know, like Cinderella, you have to go to your yard before it strikes 12. You need to be somewhere before the date, the calendar. Before the calendar strike a certain date and time. I'm getting it. You're supposed to travel. Maybe you're supposed to relocate. You're supposed to move. No, Virgo, I'm getting something about you're going to move and you're going to homeless again. Something about a circle or an O or a loop. I'm also getting you saying something about you cannot afford where you live. You feel like... I'm getting you love where you live, you're used to it, but you feel like you can't afford it. I'm getting if you downsize, you're going to love it. I'm getting if you downsize, I'm getting you're going to downsize. Maybe your furniture going to pack up in a one place. Or maybe you're going to give away furniture. Yeah, give it away. Give away what you don't want and keep the necessities. And even if it's brand new, just give it away. Just give it away. Technology is very cheap right now. Give it away. You can buy it again. And it comes with a fresh energy. I'm getting if you're relocating, I'm getting you saying you can't afford something is you alone. But I'm getting you saying if you relocate, you can downsize. But I'm getting if you don't, I'm getting the downsize, you're gonna like the downsize. You're gonna like the small space. 5 of Pentacles is clarified by the Knight of Wands. Okay, I'm getting something about a Leo. A Leo is homeless, a Leo is down on them luck. I'm getting a Leo might need, maybe the Leo need help. And them need for relocate in order to get help. We have a death card is clarified by the... I'm getting some... Okay, so are you a father and son? I'm getting something about a father and son duo. You have a son with you. I'm getting something about your son dead and the father homeless. Because the son died. I'm getting a setup, Virgo, some weird setup. The 2 of Wands is clarified by the angel, okay, but I'm getting you have protection. I'm getting a Sagittarius, and we have the 3 of... Yeah, I'm getting something with your friends, Virgo. I'm getting a setup. Something is a setup, Virgo. I'm not saying the sun card... the sun card did not come out. So I don't see anything with a baby here. I feel like all of your friends and your family say, Virgo, it's time to come back home. Your friends miss you. Your family miss you. I'm getting your friends miss you. Your family miss you. Yeah, I'm getting like you get you choked up. I'm getting the death card. I'm getting your friends. I must say, listen, I don't know if you went to a foreign country and you think about going home. I'm getting your friends missing your family. Everybody say, come, just come back home, Virgo. Just come back home. It don't make sense. Come spend time like old times, Virgo. And you're saying, maybe if you give up an opportunity, you can never get it back with the 5 of Pentacles. Because if you leave, because the Knight of Wands look rich, you have enough money to move. So now you need to know if you're going to move back to a country, move to a country, or just relocate in general. But me getting all of your friends them say, Virgo, come back home. Virgo, we miss you, Virgo. But for some reason, something is telling you, I don't know, something I tell you if you don't leave yet. Come getting you saying you're depressed here, you don't have friends, you don't have family, why am I going to stay here? I'm getting all of your friends them at home. I'm getting maybe where you come from or where you relocated from was a small place, but you didn't like it. You didn't like little small place where you didn't have with your friends. Versus you're relocating to this big place and now you're alone. One more, the death card again. Are you thinking about death a lot? I'm getting double Scorpio. I'm getting something about 2 deaths. 2 deaths. It feels so. Virgo, I'm kind of getting 2 people who both say ghosts, who don't want to be alone and live together. I'm getting you not trust the way you live or certain things you see in your house, you're very scared and you don't tell people. Somebody else have the exact same them have the exact same phenomenon. So for example, you're a walking dead, this person's a walking dead. What happens when 2 dead bodies sleep beside each other? I'm getting something about that. 2 dead bodies sleeping beside each other. 2 owners sleep beside each other, but 2 are dead. Virgo, this feels a bit creepy. Let's get some of these cards. We have Jaffiel, beauty, wisdom, and enlightenment. We have mirror. Maybe, yeah, because death card 2 times. Somebody a mirror you. It's like it's like, for example, your boyfriend feel depressed, you start to feel depressed and you just text him. Is something wrong? Or you feel depressed and your mother said, your mother just did this. Oh, something is wrong, and she just texts you, hey son, you okay? And you say, why she just text me even though you're not okay? I'm getting something about 2 dead bodies sleeping beside each other. I'm getting 2 people coming together, 2 people who have maybe 2 people who have nobody. Because the death card, 2 dead bodies, them have nobodies. 2 people that don't have nobody. It could be 2 people who are dispossessed, them don't have a body, or 2 people who can be possessed, who sleeping beside each other in the same bed, or 2 people you don't have anybody. You're not a friends, you're not a family. This person don't have anybody, them not a friends, them not a family. 2 dead bodies that has no bodies. They have nobody. We have Taurus, so you could be like, I'm getting something about a Taurus. You're connecting to a Taurus, Virgo. Yeah, I may not know about kids, but if I did, I wouldn't make a room for them until they're showing privacy symptoms. But what do I know, Virgo? I'm just a Taurus. We have birth charts. I'm just a Taurus, Brody. I'm just a Taurus. But I am your neighbor with Capricorn. And we have mental health. Yeah. I feel like that's why some of these kids so young and them depressed. You leave them alone in a fucking room. Your kid at 8. Him upstairs. And him a blood clot 8. Ask some of these teenage parents why them can't get the teenager them out of them room or closet. Them have to lock them rooms so the teenager not going to go sleep. Because when them come home from work, they want to sleep in a fresh, the same thing they make, them want to sleep in it and them coming home and them teenagers are wrapped up, bonnet, in them bed. Yeah, because you can't do that to kids. No doctor never tell you this. Nobody never tell you. An alien have to tell you this. Jacronium had to tell you. You can't do that. You're mad. That's why them grow up and them so detached. Or them have to hide them feelings. Because anytime when them lonely and scared in their own room, and God, if you interview everybody right now and say, when you were a kid locked in your room, you ever see something in your room or weird? And the kids will say yes. And when the kids tell them parents, say, you know, something is in my room. Honey, if you're just having a bad dream, let me get some warm milk for you and you go back to sleep. That's why I tell the kids them. You lock them up in a whole room with camera, microphone, white noise. The same blood clot, white noise where you use for transport frequency. You lock up the baby in. It's crazy, man. That's why I don't have kids. Virgo, I'm going to leave it here. But if you're having a kid, I would suggest you do not sleep in different rooms from that child. Even when you talk about new mother's first instincts, Brody, if me a new mother, you couldn't separate me from that. You mad? School is even going to be an issue because I want to know which teacher I teach my kid. And what makes you qualified to think you can teach my child? That's what I want to know. You know, the school fee is actually $100,000 a year. I understand that that's what you're charging. Beautiful facility, beautiful architecture. I see you have a water fountain, so kids don't have to die of thirst in the fucking classroom. They have free water to drink. But I just want to figure out, why do you think your school is educated enough to teach my genes? Why my kid for come to your school and have the prestige of your school saying that my kid went to your school, graduating with honor? Why do you think your school is good enough for my kid? That is how I would be treating someone. The Toronto Public Education Board would have been like, who is this immigrant? Who the fuck is she? You fuck. I should be principal. You're talking about teacher. Principal to the young G's. That's what the fuck I should be. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it here. Until next time, my nigga. Bye.